Does the World Need Natural Gas? By Yende Watson and Wade Ausler. So first, what is natural gas? Natural gas is a mixture of gases and is made up of 50 to 90% methane and small amounts of propane and butane. A supply of natural gas exists above most oil wells, but if there's no pipelines nearby, it just simply burns off. And the big advantage of natural gas is the relatively small amount of pollution produced by burning it. The only two waste products that come from it are carbon dioxide and water vapor.
One negative of natural gas is that it produces greenhouse gases. When natural gas is burned, it releases gases like methane. 11% of all greenhouse gases emissions are from human activities, and globally, more than 60% of total methane emissions come from human activities. 33% come from emissions from natural gas and petroleum industries. When natural gas is burned, it also releases carbon monoxide, which transfers right into the Earth's atmosphere, which causes the greenhouse effect.
Although it causes the greenhouse effect, it is better for the environment than its alternatives, which turns into a pro. It is the cleanest fossil fuel, and it releases 45% less carbon dioxide than coal and 30% less than oil. So therefore, it's a less impact on the environment. Natural gas is also a clean alternative energy source. It creates them. Natural gas is used to make fertilizer for ethanol, methane for hydrogen. It also eliminates soot for cleaner diesel fuel, and many more.
Another negative of natural gas is that it's a non-renewable resource. Because natural gases are fossil fuels, that means that eventually, one day, like all other fossil fuels, they will all eventually expire. It is not a sustainable form of energy and is not the answer to our ever-growing energy crisis. The need to look beyond natural gases and invest in more heavily renewable forms of technologies is great.
Natural gas is a job creator. Technological advances have unlocked enough natural gas in the U.S. to fuel our nations for generations. Um, and it reduces the nation's dependence on foreign oil and creates jobs here in the U.S. Natural gas is produced, transported, and sold in America by American companies. And the industry supports more than 2.8 million jobs in the U.S. Unlike other energy sources, 85% of all the natural gas consumed domestically is produced in the U.S. So keep the jobs in America.
Another negative of natural gases is that they're obtained through a method called fracking. Fracking has unearthed huge amounts of oil and natural gas in recent years. Some downsides of fracking are that it requires huge amounts of water, which are often transported to remote locations. There's also concerns over the chemicals used in fracking, and many of these chemicals are thought to contaminate the groundwater in the location of the well. Another complicating factor is that fossil fuel industries have been reluctant to disclose which chemicals they use. So, for the most part, fracking is still an unknown of how it affects the environment.
Um, Fracking may have its cons, however, it's very cost effective. The price of natural gas always remains constant, even when price of gasoline spike. The price of natural gas remains the law of demand and supply doesn't always significantly affect natural gas prices. Technological advances have made natural gas even cheaper. For example, the Shell company that supplies gas in the U.S. is far cheaper than any like other company. So, in conclusion, at the end of the day, the best route to take is natural gas. So the world does need it. Sure, it emits greenhouse gases, but it's a lot more environmental friendly than its alternatives, including coal and oil. It's more cost efficient. It creates more jobs for hardworking American people, which boosts our economy, and it's overall a better option. So yes, the world does need gas, natural gas. Thank you.